Hello, my friends, and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily free roam reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're well today. It is a Thursday, the day of Jupiter. There is no major aspects happening today, but we do have some on the horizon. We've got a lunar eclipse that's coming up. And if you're sensitive to eclipses, we are in eclipse season. This is definitely going to help, definitely going to be affecting you. I'm sure it will be. It's been quite intense for myself. And I don't really recognize these energies until they get kind of pointed out to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's been happening. So yeah, but I'm reading today with the Joe Sparrow Tarot. I'll also be clarifying with the Astro Codes Oracle deck, I'm wearing some jade, I'm wearing rubies, I'm wearing sapphires. Also a good day today to wear gold, and anything to do with the heart chakra. Anahata is the chakra for today. Expansiveness, opening your heart, being able to see the compassion within yourself and also with others. By the way, whenever I say this stuff, none of it is easy. I'm kind of like saying it to myself at the same time when I'm saying it to you. It's all like a lesson that we're learning, and we're continuously on this journey. It's an ongoing thing. So yeah, hello, and thank you to all of my returning subscribers, and hello to all of my new subscribers. So lovely to have you here. It's so wonderful to have your energy. And let's get on with today's reading. Dear Spirit, what messages would you like to communicate to the collective today? Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. And the Six of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. So it seems to me like there are two queens here, two female energies. Doesn't have to be female. Bottom of the deck energy is strength reversed. Wow. Okay. So yeah, two strong energies who are mature, and they've also got their kind of stuff in order. Meaning that, they're quite happy in who they are. And it's interesting how both of these queens are looking. One is looking that way, the other one is looking that way, but they both have their eyes closed, like they're in their own world. It's really interesting as well how the Queen of Swords is looking towards this way, which would be perceived as the future, and this is the Queen of Pentacles, who is Earth, and looking towards that way, which is the past. So from that, I'm getting that we've got two characters that are looking in opposite directions, and they're coming to heads in the respect, particularly with the fight. Like there's not an agreement on opinion, or if there is, maybe. God, I'm getting a strong sisterly vibe here, like maybe two sisters, and there may have been some kind of ending. It could be an inheritance, It could be the settling of an inheritance, because I get, but there's not a lot of emotion involved at all. And just by the placement of these cards, one of them is quite unwilling to kind of give that emotion, but then one of them is almost wanting to see if there's a possibility that this could build a relationship, that something could happen. But there's also a sense of, with this particular cup, Seven of Cups, it's monetary gain. It may even be that one of the party believes that the other party is trying to be emotionally involved with them, but for monetary gain. So what, in context, so for example, you've got two, maybe a parent has died or something like that, and the inheritance has come through. There's been a bit of a kind of like a conflict with it, not with each other. I don't think I think it's been like external. I feel like these two are, no pun intended, they're on the same page. They kind of like understand the situation, and they're both quite, my heart is feeling heavy here, and I'm out of breath. That's the sense I get when intense grief. Yeah, so, and I felt that as I was shuffling. So it could be like a really intense grieving process, and there's a lack of love here. There's like, or maybe an inability to be able to express the love to each other or something. But in the respect of the inheritance or the money or whatever it is, maybe one of the parties actually seeing this as a possibility to come together and maybe establish some kind of relationship, and the other party is seeing it as the other one trying to get money. So, if it was a different deck I was reading with, it might be a different interpretation, but that's what I'm getting here. But on that note, there is a sense of like balance here. I feel like both parties realized that they were in a position where they weren't, it wasn't fair. Like maybe the parent wasn't very fair or whatever. Maybe it's the dissolution of a business. It doesn't necessarily have to be a parent. Because I don't see death here. I don't see like anybody else here. It's the ending of something. I was just giving that as an example. Please only take what resonates and discard the rest. But yeah, that's kind of what I see here. But there is a sense of defeat about it. Like it's almost like the situation is too big to come together on it. Which sounds so wrong, doesn't it? If a situation is really kind of encompassing, you'd want to join forces, wouldn't you? But I think one of the party is looking in the past and is looking at what's happened, and the other one is looking towards the future to see what could happen, and they're dreaming about it. The other one is kind of stuck on their emotions, and they refuse to. I feel like they're hurt, and they've got their own things. They've got their own things that they're investing in with love, and they want to stick to that. Whereas, like, I think this Queen of Swords is thinking long game, long term, but this Queen of Pentacles is actually looking more towards what's happened, is more stuck in the past. Yeah. And there's ghosts, there's ghosts all around. The ghosts of, this is why I got the idea of family, but it might not be that case. It might be business. And it's almost like an ugly truth. Yeah. The spirit woman, oh, hang on a minute. There was a card that I saw that was, I think that was it, actually. So it was the wrong way around. Just double check. It's relevant, but I'm just checking. Okay, so seems like Spirit's like, I know what I want to say. Fourth house is reversed, and look at it, it's home. I just had a vision of the window, this beautiful window being completely like dirty. It's old, it's not clean. So I feel like the vision is marred by memories. It's marred by it's clouded by emotions, possibly to do with childhood. And it's also the number of 6. We do have a 6 here as well. Do we have any other similarities? The 2 7s say to me that it's a difficult situation. It's a difficult situation. 7s are never an easy number. My life path number is 7. Yeah, so yeah, it's challenging. It's challenging. I really feel for these 2 queens though. I think they're just doing their best. I get a sense that everybody's just doing the best that they can in this in what they're doing. They're not, nobody's wanting to hurt the other, and I don't think it's anything that might happen as a result of being hurt. Nothing is intentional. It's just the way it is, and family dynamics are not necessarily like they're not necessarily, it's not easy, is it? You don't choose your family, and how your family are. Sorry, I'm just checking out my book because I'm going to have a little look at what the book says about this being reversed. I don't usually check the book, but because I'm not so clued up on the houses in respect to astrology, I like to just double check. Okay, that's interesting as well. Like, it's interesting because it's very much like being in your own bubble, in your own world. Very much like if you're hanging on to the idea of what you perceived that this was, maybe the wishes of someone, and you think that that's what they wanted, but they're gone, so you don't know that. So it's better for you to go with what you think and feel, in this situation, particularly if it's to do with someone who's passed on to another side, you need to go with what you feel, because that'll be the way that they communicate with you and be able to tell you as well what it is that they want. But there may be somebody who's like quite locked in this nostalgia, and the other one is moving on. But this 7 of Cups tells me that there is a consideration of the emotions here. There is, and also these cups here definitely tell me that. But here there's a blockage, and here there's an idealization. But this sense of defeat has to be accepted. And it is being accepted. I don't see it as a denial or anything like that. I see a really mature sense here, but I just see that this stuck in the past almost, I feel, and not consideration of that is the issue here. So take your time, take your time, and also just give space to those who are not able to move in the same directions as you are. None of this is easy. It never is easy. It's only as easy as it is within you. You just take your time with it, my friends. Take your time. All right, my darlings. Remember, today is the day of Jupiter, the day of manifestation. So really think about what it is that you want and focus on that. Obviously within context and with consideration of the environment that's around you. I hope that helps, my darlings, and I hope you enjoyed it. You take care and have a beautiful day on this May the 12th. Take care, my darlings. Bye.